Hey, Austin, Google who starred in Mr. Mom.
Mr. Mom?
Yeah.
Who started it?
Who starred.
Oh,
I can't think of his name right now.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, was it Michael Keaton? Is that right? Yeah. I forget his name. Well, when they cast him in Batman, people were like, what are you doing? But he was okay. All right. Batman. But Mr. Mom was hilarious. Oh, it was. Uh-huh. Wow. I see. Okay. Okay. Is this a movie or a series? It's a movie. Okay. Nice. 2002? Okay. Has Jonathan got back to you yet? Okay. Michael Keaton's actually a pretty decent actor. It was? Okay. Well, when I went to CNN, it had been on the air for 6 months. Mm-hmm. It was... Ooh. Huh. Okay. You know, we're just in a golden age of television right now. It's, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we are. No, it's all about studios doing their own thing. HBO, Showtime, Netflix, Apple, they're all producing pretty good stuff. Yeah, see, he's ready. Okay, so I count and go. Okay, great. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everyone. I'm WSA 9 meteorologist Topper Shutt. We're going to talk about the snowfall on Saturday night and Sunday morning. Yeah, it's Super Bowl Sunday morning. Shouldn't really impact your plans that much in terms of when it's going to occur. The timing couldn't be better. So we still have a winter storm watch, covers the entire metro area, including southern Maryland. I really feel this is going to be trimmed back to a winter weather advisory. One reason, I think, because of surface temperatures may be just too warm. But for now, winter storm watch, everybody, midnight Sunday to 3 p.m. Sunday. All right, so let's talk about the storm itself. Snow's going to develop overnight Saturday into Sunday around noon. Critical time is 3 a.m. to noon on Sunday, and really the critical time may be more like 4 a.m. to about 9 a.m. if I had to narrow it down. But the surface temperatures are going to be 32 or higher. So it's more like a March storm, like a spring storm. That's going to help the road conditions. Intense snowfall rates can cover the roads, even with temps above 32, if it simply snows faster than it can melt, which I think it will in some spots between that 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. window Sunday morning. Snow ends around noon on Sunday. Could end as rain, actually. And then a beautiful afternoon with temperatures in the upper 30s to low 40s. So it's going to be a quick hitter. Not going to be like last week's storm. It just kept spinning around Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. No. So what are the impacts? Well, Saturday's going to be fine for errands, much like last Saturday was, and it's going to be 50 degrees. You're going to be doing errands on Saturday, walking around going, how in the world is it going to snow tonight? Well, it will. It's all about the temperatures upstairs. So best to stay off the roads, though, early on Sunday morning with that intense snow. And there's going to be refreezing Sunday night. Temperatures Sunday night will be in the upper teens to upper 20s. So if you're going to go to a Super Bowl party, and hopefully you're going to be safe if you do that, and you're driving home after the game, be advised there could be some black ice. Black ice looks wet, but it's actually frozen. So some flight delays and activities will be canceled on Sunday. No doubt about that. They're probably not going to land planes early on Sunday morning if the intense snowfall rates materialize. So here's what we're thinking right now. 2 to 4, Leesburg, Manassas, Fredericksburg, and this blue stripe here, Includes all of D.C., Prince George's County, and then north of that and south of that, we're thinking 1 to 3 inches. And I'm still really concerned about Andrews South in here because the surface temperatures are going to be 35, 34 degrees. It's got to really thump to get snow to stick. You know, the old question is, you know, if you're not in the forest and a tree falls, does it make a noise? Well, if temps are above freezing, and if you were to measure snow every hour, you'd get 6 inches of snow. But since we measure snow every 6 hours, it snows 6 inches, but we measure 3. Did it snow 6? Ponder that. Okay. Here are the cumulative snowfall maps for the next 7 days. Pretty good agreement. And this is not just for Sunday snow. In fact, the European kind of on board now, but the American model's been ahead of the curve here. It has snow for us Wednesday, snow and ice Thursday, ice to rain Friday, maybe back to snow on Saturday. So this is accumulation of everything over the next 7 days. It's going to be kind of crazy. Let me show you some models. Let me look at these and we decide what we think is going to happen. NAM, the most aggressive, 5.8 inches. Everybody else, though, around 3 inches. That's for D.C. proper. Frederick, you know, kind of a big range here. 6 inches with the NAM, but only about 2 inches with the GEM, Canadian model. Leesburg, 6 inches to around 2 to 3 inches, so that's pretty close. And then Hagerstown, anywhere from 9/10 of an inch, so less than an inch, to over 5 inches. So these are the models we look at, and we have to kind of scratch our heads. And really, it's kind of a tough call. This is more like a March storm because the atmosphere, I think, will support snow. But then you have to ask yourself, okay, what is that warm ground going to do? How much is that going to melt the snow? Will we be able to get these kind of accumulations? So let's break it down. Saturday, partly cloudy, pleasant, safe for errands, beautiful, highs around 50. That's a pretty good deal. Saturday night, snow and or rain turns to snow after midnight. I think it will begin as rain in most spots, quickly turn to snow north and west. So roads are going to be fine and maybe wet until about midnight. You're fine. Then Sunday morning, a heavy snow is possible until noon, especially between about 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. So roads will become slippery because this will overcome the surface temperatures above freezing. Temps will be in the 30s. I mean, I've seen it snow at 34 degrees, but it's got to really thump for it to snow faster than it can melt. By afternoon, fine. Sun returns, good time to take a walk, take some pictures. Temperatures in the low 40s pretty much across the board. Now, Sunday night, this is important because of the Super Bowl. Refreezing, some black ice. Lows are going to be 18 to 28, and I think in the burbs will be below freezing around 10 o'clock. That's just about when the game ends. So if you leave later than that, be careful walking to your car and be careful driving if you are driving to see the Super Bowl somewhere else. And please be safe if you're doing that. So here's Futurecast, and this is the least bullish model we have. 34 Gaithersburg, 40 in D.C., 2:30 in the morning on Sunday. Snow further west along I-81. By 6 a.m., everything goes to snow. But look at the temps, 37 in D.C. I mean, it's got to really thump in order for, especially National Airport, to record any snow. I think it will be snow down here where you're seeing the green, which indicates rain. But I think with these temperatures, it's going to be tough to get a lot of accumulation. Even, I think, up in Gaithersburg and Leesburg, it's going to be tough unless it really, really thumps. By 9 o'clock in the morning, this model takes everything out. So if this model is correct, we're looking at 1 to 2 inches. I think it's a little bit low. That's why we've gone 1 to 3, north and south, and 2 to 4 in the middle. But either way, all models agree by 12 o'clock, we're beginning to clear out, and it's a nice afternoon. It'll be chilly, yes. I mean, you know, 39 at 5:30 and 34 in Hagerstown. So temps are going to fall and refreeze at night. You know, by 8:30, temperatures already 31, 30 in Gaithersburg, still above freezing, though, downtown. So, great tomorrow, okay? Yellow weather alert for morning snow on Sunday, but afternoon sun, and then just cold on Monday. Now, we get briefly milder on Tuesday with showers. We're back in the upper 40s. And then that Arctic air that won't come all the way south, we're kind of on the fringe of it. Light snow possible Wednesday. Snow and ice possible Thursday. Ice could go to rain, all rain on Friday, and then go back to snow on Saturday. So we're going to be dealing with winter for a while. Grace, any questions? Martinsburg, West Virginia. You are under the winter storm watch, and we have you in the 1 to 3 accumulation. Wait, well, okay, well, we have you in the 1 to 3. I think it's going to be a pretty general 1 to 3. There's going to be a heavier band setting up, and wherever that sets up, we could get 2 to 4. But I don't think because of the surface temperatures, we're going to see 5 or 6 inches. I mean, is it possible? Yeah, but with these temperatures this warm, it's going to be tough. And that's why it reminds me of a March storm. You know, March storms, you can have like snow in the morning and then you're 50 in the afternoon. Well, we're going to have 50 the day before and have snow in the morning the next day. It's very similar to that. Okay. Standing by. Snow in Leonardtown? They want snow in Leonardtown? Yeah. Well, I've got you in the 1 to 3 in Leonardtown, and you're kind of on the border of the 2 to 4. But again, in southern Maryland, I'm concerned about your surface temperatures not cooling quick enough. So I may change this. I may make this change. I may just change this a little bit. I think critical time is 3 a.m. to about 10 a.m. now. But the surface temps, you know, above 32 will help road conditions unless it snows faster than it can melt. So we're going to need a good thumping of snow. And I got to tell you, some of the models have incredible vertical velocity. They have all the ingredients for a good thumping for about 4 hours, which would get us to these totals we're talking about. Snow ends around noon or before. Then a beautiful afternoon. Temperatures in the low 40s. Okay. In terms of impact, well, what's that? Oh, good. Okay. What do you guys? More questions? I'm ready. Laurel, Laurel, I got you sort of in the 2 to 4. Front Royal, you're in the 1 to 3 inches. King George, you're in the 1 to 3, but I'm worried you're going to get less because of your surface temperatures. But everybody's got to watch out for refreezing on Sunday night, all right? There'll be some flight delays and some activities canceled Sunday morning. But after that, I think we'll be just fine. So here's what we're thinking right now. 2 to 4. Frederick, Manassas, Leesburg, that includes D.C. Then you get down toward Leonardtown and Patuxent River and St. Mary's County, 1 to 3, and then 1 to 3 north. The reason why we're going less up here, more cold air, less moisture. More moisture down here, less cold air. That's why we have it kind of that stripe in the middle as the heavy one. What else, Grace? Prince William? Princess Anne, okay. Baltimore County, we got you southern Baltimore 2 to 4, northern at 1 to 3, so pretty good snow up there, I think. Princess Anne across the bay, kind of on the border, 2 to 4, 1 to 3, but your service temps are going to hurt you as well. I mean, I'm really concerned about that. If you get up on Sunday morning, if you get up early, like 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and it's not snowing to beat the band, we're not going to make these numbers, period. If you know, like last Sunday, the only reason we made our numbers last Sunday because it was just so cold and every little flake pretty much counted. This is not the case. This is different. We've got to have it thumping to have it snow faster than it can melt. And also, when you get big precipitation rates, it pulls down colder air. That will help cool the surface, too. Any more questions? I missed the first one. What? Damascus and Leesburg. Yeah, Damascus, I got you kind of in the 2 to 4. Leesburg, you're both kind of on the border of the 2 to 4. You're colder, but as you go farther north and west, you have less moisture to work with. So I think you'll get some snow. Hagerstown, I got you in the 1 to 3. Although I got to tell you, I mean, looking ahead to next week, it's going to be a real mess here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, especially Frederick, Martinsburg, Hagerstown. Even downtown, Wednesday and Thursday could be a mess before the warm air gets in here on Friday. I'm sorry. I would rather have snow, too, than ice. And there'll be a little snow, I think, on Wednesday and Thursday. Then it might turn to ice and then turn to rain. It'll be a mess. Then it may go back to snow. What the models are having trouble with is deciding when this cold, frigid air actually makes it south into the mid-Atlantic. Next week, it's going to be just on our northern doorstep. But remember, that air is so cold, it will funnel down and give us enough cold air to produce snow or to support snow or sleet or freezing rain. I think I'll leave this up, Grace, while I ask questions. Jay, who said that, Jay? Good question, Jay. When does a winter storm warning turn into when does a winter storm watch turn into a winter storm warning, or it can turn into a winter weather advisory? A watch just simply means things are possible in the next 24 to 36 hours. A warning means it's imminent or it's happening. So when the Weather Service feels more confident, you have to have 5 inches of snow to make that watch a warning. So I'm not so sure we're going to see a lot of these watches turned into warnings. They'll probably be turned into winter weather advisories, which is less than 5 inches of snow, but still has a big impact if you're driving or trying to do some traveling. But that's the criterion. So technically, 4.5 inches rounds up to 5. So they need 4.5 inches for a winter storm warning. They have to be sure of it. Or less, it becomes a winter weather advisory. Watch, it's possible. Warning, it's happening. Good question, Jay. Linda Snow. Okay, Linda Snow, thank you. Liking the kicks, thank you. You know, I don't do jeans or open collar on Fridays, but I do wear more comfortable kicks on Fridays. That's my casual Friday. Okay, next week for Southern Maryland. It could be, because the Arctic air is going to be everywhere for a while, and I think even initially in Southern Maryland we're going to see snow to ice, but I think you will go to rain on Friday and not have the kind of problems that places like Hagerstown and Martinsburg and Cumberland could have as the cold air really fights to get out. But you will have some winter weather. With all of us will have winter weather again Wednesday and Thursday. Henry wants to know, will I-95 corridor be the bullseye for this event? I hope so. That's what I'm thinking. Yes. Either side of the corridor, yes. I think so. Pardon me, Grace? Gaithersburg, you know, I got you in the 2 to 4. I like it because the moisture's there and you're a little bit colder. Again, the farther north you go, colder, less moisture. Farther south you go, more moisture, warmer. I don't know where Marion, Virginia is. I know where Marion, Pennsylvania is, but I don't. If you could give me a county, that would help me out. Maybe she'll give you a county. You welcome to Sean. Thank you for watching and participating in this. And let's hope it. It could be. Look. If you hate snow, this is about the best timing you could have. My dad used to he didn't really like snow. He said, perfect snow sticks on grass, not on roads. And a lot of this, that's going to be the case, where it's not going to stick right away on the roads unless it really thumps, but it will be very pretty, sticking to the trees. And that's why I said, get out Sunday afternoon, take pics. Okay, Leah wants to know any of the models showing the storm going longer than noon. No, models are pretty much in lockstep getting this thing out of here between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. So they're all pretty close. Yeah. Yeah, that does not seem to be an issue at this point. There's Alexandria. I got you in the 2 to 4, but we'll see what sticks on the roads. That's more, Arlington, Alexandria, Old Town. That's more based on grassy surfaces. Tuesday will be a good day to run errands. Yes. Well, there'll be showers, but it will be in the 40s. So yes. What you're going to need next week, you're going to need sunglasses on Sunday afternoon and Monday, and you're going to need wiper windshield fluid for the foreseeable future. Make sure it's full and ready to go. There's the snow map for the next 7 days. Pretty uniform. Total of 6 to 9 for all of D.C., for the Euro, and also for the American model. And pretty far, look at how far the south the snow goes. And then you folks in the mountains are going to get just hammered. There's computer models going in the next 7 days as much as 18 to 20 inches out west of the divide, places like Oakland, Maryland, Accident, Maryland, Wisp, the ski resort, Timberline, Canaan Valley, and down to Snowshoe in West Virginia. Ellicott City, question about snow totals. You're in the 2 to 4 band right now. And here are all the models for DC. And this is a little more consistent than it was earlier, but I'm really concerned about surface temperatures. And I'm always concerned about how they measure snow at National Airport. Again, I'm not trying to be cute here, but the way to measure snow, you have a flat place, board usually, away from drifts and stuff. And you can only measure it once every 6 hours. And I'm telling you, it's perfectly possible for 5.8 inches of snow to fall, but by the time you measure it, it's down to 2. It's melted and compacted. The real accurate way to measure snow, which was done at one time, was every hour. You'd scrape the board every hour, especially in a blizzard. That way you wouldn't have to worry about drifting snow. You'd get a much more accurate account of snow. But they don't do that anymore. So it's every 6 hours. So I go back to if 6 inches fall, but by the time you measure it, it's 2, did 6 inches fall? Yeah, I say they did. And that's, kind of what we're up against with these surface temperatures. Very critical, 32 or even a little higher. Frederick County start time. Maryland or Virginia? Hate to ask you that, sorry, but there's 2 of them. This is Frederick County, Maryland. These are the this is the range. Start time actually for both Virginia and Maryland pretty close. Frederick, Virginia a little bit earlier, maybe midnight, and Frederick, Maryland maybe around 1 a.m. I would say a good rule of thumb would be off the roads by midnight on Sunday and not back on the roads until after noon on Sunday. Here's Leesburg snow for all the models. Again, the NAM is the most bullish. Cut that in half, you've got pretty much what everybody else is going. Hagerstown, yeah, this is not that surprising because you're going to have less moisture. So we're actually going only 1 to 3 inches for Hagerstown. So, should we go through this again, Grace? Okay, so no ice with a storm, no. Surface temps are going to be above freezing. We're either going to have rain, go to snow, maybe a brief period of sleet, but no freezing rain or anything. We'll worry about freezing rain next Thursday. That could be a problem. Partly cloudy, pleasant tomorrow. Great for errands. Great. Highs around 50. It'd be fantastic. I actually know a couple of crazy people that will probably try to play golf on Saturday. Now, Saturday night, snow or rain changes to snow after midnight. Roads are fine, though, until midnight. They're just wet or dry, depending if you're far enough north. But then Sunday morning, heavy snow possible until noon. Road slippery, temps 30s. So that snowfall rate's got to overcome the melting. That's the only way we're going to get these numbers, and I'm a little worried about that. Afternoon, sun returns. Take a walk. Time for picks. Take a walk Sunday afternoon because I know what you're going to be doing Sunday night, eating buffalo chick dip. So take a walk on Sunday afternoon before the game. Temps in the low 40s and upper 30s, a little breezy. Sunday night, yeah, refreezing. We're going to have some black ice. Temps lows 18 to 28, and I think temps going to be below 32 by 10 o'clock. I think now even downtown they could be below 32. So keep that in mind. What black ice just simply looks wet, but it's frozen. And particularly be careful walking to and from your car. That's when most of the accidents occur. All right, this model I'm not really in love with because I like snow, but I will say that this is not out of the question. Everything starts as rain early Sunday morning, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Should go to snow pretty quickly thereafter with some pretty good snows right along I-95. Now, it's showing rain, Charles County, St. Mary's County. If this were the case, you'd see nothing in terms of accumulation down there. So that's why I moved that bullseye up a little bit and just left you in the 1 to 3. By 9 o'clock, this model has everything gone, and it's gone back to rain. I don't think it's going to end as rain. I think it will end as snow. But notice the temps are still, above freezing. And then by lunchtime, we got breaks in the clouds, and by evening, it's clear. We'll have a little bit of a breeze, northwest wind, a little breeze. So it'll be a chilly afternoon, but a pleasant afternoon. But then we get into the night, and it will freeze pretty quickly. So pleasant Saturday, yellow weather alert Sunday, AM snow, PM sun, cold, dry on Monday. Tuesday, right now, well, the American model is not very bullish on this. It does not have a lot of moisture with it. It pulls most of the moisture to our north, and because of that, it brings up warmer air. So we're going to go upper 40s with showers. Then it gets colder. 37 on Wednesday, and that may be, these numbers might be generous. Some of the models are actually holding temps below freezing Wednesday and Thursday. So light snow possible Wednesday, snow or ice on Thursday. Ice should go to rain on Friday, and then go back to ice or snow on Saturday. So this hasn't changed yet, and back to Jay's question, they probably will not change this watch until tomorrow. So they're just saying now pretty much the entire metro area conditions are favorable for a winter storm to produce 5 inches of snow or more. But I think when we look at the surface temperatures and the whole synoptic pattern and the warmer ground, it's really sort of the opposite of last Sunday when it was cold. It was cold before the storm, and it was cold during the storm. Every little flake kind of counted. Now it's going to be warm before the storm, 57 today, 50 tomorrow. Every little flake isn't going to count. A lot of them are going to melt. And if they don't fall fast enough, they're not going to add up to much. So that's one of our concerns. But right now, winter storm watch midnight to 3 p.m. on Sunday. Start time overnight till noon. That's your critical times. Your real critical time is 3 a.m. to noon on Sunday, and I could probably make that 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. It's going to be a quick thumping of snow. But again, with these surface temps above 32, it's going to help road conditions. The only way the roads will deteriorate is because it will snow faster than it can melt. Snow ends around noon or before, and then a beautiful afternoon with temps in the upper 30s and low 40s. That's not bad. So your impacts, well, do your errands on Saturday, you're fine. I'd stay off the roads on Sunday. If nothing else, even if the roads aren't covered with snow and we get that thumping, the visibility will be very low and hard to see. So just wait. It'll be fine in the afternoon. There'll be some refreezing Sunday night, and there'll be some flight delays, at least in the morning, and maybe some cancellations of activities also on a Sunday. That's the way it looks now. All right, we'll go through this one more time. I will update this before 11 o'clock because I see some new data and tell you what we're thinking. I might pull this up even a little further, and I might even pull the 1 to 3 up a little bit, maybe up toward Rappahannock and over toward Salisbury. Probably won't touch what's up to the north right now. But that's what we're thinking. General 2 to 4 and then 1 to 3 on either side of that. Any final questions, Grace? Well, good question. Since you guys are taking the time to watch me tonight, I'll give you some inside information. The American model yesterday had the temperature at National Airport 9 below zero on Valentine's Day morning. 9 below. Now it's gone up to about 14 degrees. So there's some Arctic air, and much like what we saw last week, it was supposed to penetrate and get further south. I think it will move south this time. I don't know if the coldest core of air is going to be on top of us, in which case we would be below zero. We haven't been below zero since 1994. We had that awful winter that was just ice and snow, sleet and freezing rain. There was no snow. So that's something to watch. And you know, the farther that cold air sinks, the worse we're going to have in terms of snow and freezing rain and possibly some icing. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday look very interesting to say the least. I don't see a huge coastal storm. I just see little disturbances in the southwest upper flow that will produce periods of snow, periods of sleet, periods of freezing rain, and I think we'll eventually lose the cold air on Friday and go to all rain. So, well, thanks everybody. That was good. What's that? Wrap up? Okay. Well, thanks, Jay. Good questions. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll update this tonight. Of course, you can download our app and you can track the snow tomorrow as well. And you also know if the watch goes to a warning. I don't think it will tonight at 11 o'clock, but check in and then check in with our updated snowfall map. And we'll see if we get some consistency with the models and see if the surface temperatures can come down a little bit. Surface temps wouldn't have to come down much to make this a much bigger snowfall. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you tonight at 11.